What is up, my friends? My name is Echo, and in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new troop, spell, and hero levels that are coming to Clash of Clans with the Town Hall 12 update. So here we are, guys, looking at a maxed out Town Hall 12 village. I'm talking about a maxed out Town Hall, maxed out defenses, maxed out troops, traps, heroes, and spells. Even that wall is maxed out, 100 wall pieces able to be maxed out right now at Town Hall 12, and that would be a level 13 wall. Now, I want to let you guys know that I am in the developer's build right now. Thank you, Supercell, for that opportunity. And this is not available to the public quite yet. So now, you guys have been wondering, well, about all this stuff, but I know that the heroes have been on everyone's mind. Everyone's talking about the hero levels, and I have them right over here for you in the corner, guys. And as you can see, Queen, King, level 60, Grand Warden, level 30. Let's look deeper into their details. You'll see the Queen, damage per second, 658, hit points, 2575, regen time, 69 minutes, ability level 12. Taking a deeper look into the Queen, damage increase, 1,120, health recovery, 425. We have 5.8 seconds of ability time, and summon 16 archers. Now, guys, after I show you all these improvements and new levels to these heroes, spells, and troops, I'm going to show you some battles that I had testing out these new max level troops. I have 3 battles, all different attacks. You're going to like them, so stick around for it. Taking a look at the King right now, damage per second for a level 60 King is 410, hit points 7303. We have regen time of 69 minutes and ability level 12. I would still love to see the regeneration time a lot lower for our heroes so they can kind of be caught up to how long it takes for me to cook up an army. Damage increase for the ability right here is 618, health recovery 2592, speed increased by 29, and summons 28 beast barbarians that are going to come and tear down your village. Let's look at the final hero right here in the Grand Warden. DPS 168, hit points 1833, regen time 59 minutes, ability level 6. Looking a little bit deeper into the GW right here, we have hit point increase by 70%, max hit point increase by 425. So we're getting a lot more life out of these heroes, guys. And if you take a look around the heroes right here, you'll notice that we have some buildings. Let me train something up here. I want you to see something here. There we go. When this is training, when the barracks are training, check that out. You have that electric in between the antenna on top. Such a cool little animation right there, guys. I really do like it. I enjoy watching it, and I wanted to share it with you. So we have our new barracks. We have our new camps, and we have our new clan castle. If we take a look at the camp right now, guys, you will see 280 camp space in these new camps. That's sweet. Bring along an extra 20 camp space worth of troops for your attacks to help you pull in the 3-star. And if we take a look at the new clan castle, you will see that you are allowed to carry 40 slots of troop within. And if we take a look at the info, you guys will also see that I'm able to have a spell storage capacity of 2 and 1 siege machine I could bring along as well, and the hit points are 4,400. No, 4,400. There you go. So you're able to bring a little bit more troops. You can bring 2 dragons in your clan castle now, guys. That's pretty exciting stuff. But that's just the beginning, because we're going to get into the new troops in a second. Why don't I show you an attack first? How about my bow witch attack that I went in on Clashing Duke with right here? Now, he is sitting with a Town Hall 11.5. The Town Hall is a level 4, a 4-star Town Hall, and the defenses are primarily we're primarily looking at max Town Hall 11 defenses, and I'm attacking right here with my siege machine and with a bow witch attack. And as you're gonna see, it's gonna do a great job on this base, and it was actually fairly impressive, guys, how well it did. Watch this siege machine going through, and remember that the siege machine does not get affected by spells. So If you have those rage spells, it's not going to speed them up. If you have the heal spell, it's not going to heal them up. Spells do nothing for those troops. So the siege machine went through 2 layers of wall, pushed through an inferno tower, slammed into the town hall, dropped the Valkyries that I had inside, and then just tore up the town hall with 4 Valkyries. I love so far having the Valks, and check this out, guys. That spell, that freeze spell, now taking up only 1 camp space. It's going to be seen in this game now, guys. We're going to see that being used. Maybe people will take, maybe 1 less haste or 1 less poison spell and bring a freeze spell along just in case you run into something that you're not prepared for. You could freeze it for half the time it used to be. And we'll get into that stuff in a second as well, all those stats. Just wanted to break this video up. So I got heroes, attack. I'm going to go with the troops, then an attack, then the spells, and then the final attack to close out the video. So I'm going to give you a ton of information and a ton of examples in this video right here today, guys. But you're going to see this base got tripled pretty nicely. So if you're wondering, will Town Hall 12s in war be able to dip down and take out Town Hall 11s? This is my first attack right here, guys, with a max Town Hall 12 going after a 11.5, and it went pretty well using Bow Witch with that siege machine. And yeah, we could just 4 times through the rest of this because that was done right there. Thank you, Duke, for helping me out to make this video, brother. I appreciate it. I'm going to link Duke in the description below if you want to check him out. So let's get into it. Look at these dragons right here, guys. They are looking fresh, aren't they? Let's get into the troops. I know you guys want to see the troops, so we're going to show them to you. We're going to come right over here, and we're going to train up some troops, and there are a whole bunch. There's one that I'm not allowed to really talk to you guys about yet, so I'm not going to, but there's a little teaser, right here. So let's look at these barbarians. If we take a look at the barbarians, damage per second 34. These are level 8 barbs. Hit points 140. Training cost 300. Training time 5 seconds. Let's go to the archers. I'm going to go through each and every one. Damage per second 28. Hit points 52. Training cost 600. And training time 6 seconds. Let's look at the giants. They got pretty popular in the meta once the Inferno Tower switch happened, and we'll see if they're going to continue to be now that the Eagle Artillery is no longer damaging Golem triple. So we have damage per second 64, hit point 1660, training cost 4500 elixir, and the time is 30 seconds. Gobs, still great for farming. DPS 52, hit point 74, training cost 200, and training time 7 seconds. The wall breakers right here, I was going to call them bombers, but they are wall breakers. Damage is 100, hit points are 70, training cost 4500, and they train for 15 seconds. Let's go over to the balloons. How are the balloon attacks and the balloon attack strategies going to work now at Town Hall 12 with that Mega Tesla, that Giga Tesla, I'm sorry. Are they going to do as well as they used to do? I think they are. We're going to have to see. Damage per second 236, damage when destroyed 268, hit points 840, training cost 5500 elixir, and training time 30 seconds. And I know that all you guys want to see these dark troops, but I'm going to get to them last, so you just hold on there, guys. I also want to let you guys know that we are still in the developer's build, so some of these stats could be subject to change. Nothing is quite set in stone yet, so keep that in mind. Wizard, damage per second 230, hit points 230. We have the training cost of 5500 for 30 seconds. To the healers who received a little bit of a nerf here, they heal 80, the hit points are 1500, training cost is 15,000 elixir. Takes them 2 minutes to train. And I remember we were talking about them, and I think they're gonna heal troops a little bit less than they have in the past. Let's look at the dragons right now. They did gain a level. Damage per second 310, hit points 3600, training cost 30,000. They train for 3 minutes. Remember the days when it took 45 minutes to train a dragon? I don't miss those days, guys. Let's look at the P.E.K.K.A. A level 8 P.E.K.K.A. Damage per second 610, hit points 6300, 39,000 elixir, and it takes them 3 minutes to train. Again, another troop that used to take nearly an hour. We have the baby dragon coming to town at level 6. Damage per second 125, hit points 1700, 20,000 elixir for 30 seconds worth of training time. And the miners, I am calling this right now, guys. These miners are going to be unbelievable in this game. I actually have a miner attack that I'm going to show you guys next. Such a great attack, guys. I think you're going to enjoy it. Damage per second 120, hit points 870, training cost 6400 elixir, and training time 30 seconds. We will just scroll over the last elixir troop right here, and we're going to head over to the minions, which is, we're looking at some dark elixir now. Level 8 minions, 62 damage per second, 96 hit points, 13 dark elixir for 18 seconds worth of training time. The Hog Riders are level 8, 148 damage per second, 810 hit points, 140 dark elixir cost, and they train for 45 seconds. I hope you guys like farming and like taking advantage of events that Supercell has to offer, because there's a lot to do here, guys. There are a lot of troops to upgrade. Look at the Valkyries here. Level 7, damage per second 178, hit points 1300. They cost 250 dark, and they train for 1 minute and 30 seconds. Golem, level 8, 66 damage per second. Damage when destroyed, their death damage is 530, hit points 7200. Training cost is 975 dark elixir, almost a grand of dark to train up this boy, and the training time is 5 minutes. Let's go over to these witches. Lots of changes to the witch in the game as well, buffing them quite a bit at Town Hall 9, and then kind of just letting them be what they are at Town Hall 10, 11, and 12. So we're going to see a change at 9 with the witches, but for a max level witch, it's level 4. Damage per second is 160. Hit points are 440. 550 dark elixir cost. Max summons units are 12, and training time is 3 minutes. If we click on this right here, damage per second is 25 for those skellies, and hit points are 30. I want to check out the Lava Hound as I train one up accidentally. Damage per second 18, damage when destroyed 300. No damage per second with that Lava Hound. Still no love for that Spitfire Lava Hound right there. Hit points 7600, training cost 630 dark, spawned units 16, and training time is 5 minutes. And finally, the Bowlers. They did receive a bit of a nerf in this update. I think it was 5 hit points. Damage per second is 90. Hit points are 390. Training cost 190 dark, and they train for 1 minute. So are bowlers still going to be as powerful and in the meta everywhere as they were before this update? I'm saying they're going to be. They're still going to be very strong. They still have their double bounce damage. So I still say that the bowlers are going to be strong. Now, I want to look at another attack with you guys, and this one right here is a miner attack. I wanted to test out mass miner, and literally no queen walk, just mass miner going into this base right here. I start my king and my queen down here in the south, going to kind of funnel those miners in. I used a regular clan castle accidentally. I wanted to use my siege machine, but I didn't. So I went with a regular CC with the Valkyries, and multi-target Infernals. I kind of heal through them right here, guys. The Grand Warden I got going in on ground along with these miners. Got the heal spells in place, and notice that freeze spell again. I'm going to use it later on in the attack, and you know what? For one elixir, for one camp space, works out pretty well, guys. Now, I'll tell you, this town hall is nicely nestled in the center of this base. I'll just say that much right now. But the miners are pushing on through. There's that freeze spell. I froze all of those defenses for about 4 seconds, maybe a little bit less. We'll get into that in a moment. And it allowed the miners to just get a little bit less damage done to them as they pushed on through. But look at this Giga Tesla beating down on my miners. Good thing that some of those miners are within the heal spell and able to stay alive. The Infernal Tower is working on my miners pretty good as well. And unfortunately, nothing is getting inside of that island to that Inferno Tower. But check out these miners. They're quicker, they come up quicker, and they go down. They submerge quicker, they move faster, they jump on their targets faster. I don't know how the miners are not going to be such a viable troop for farming and for war after this update. We're going to see a ton of mass miner attacks, and that double giant bomb right there, that was it right there, guys. It wrecked me. The king is going to come in here, take down that Inferno Tower, but then the miners, guys, I thought I had enough heat to take this down, but check out this Giga Tesla take down all these miners, just beating them down, something serious right there, guys. And then not even that, that's not even it. I do have my queen. She doesn't have her ability anymore. I thought she was going to get it down. It was down to the wire. It was so close, but my queen loses this battle. Max level queen versus a town hall with that much health left. GG, Duke. GG, man. But it's time to talk about spells. But before we do that, I'm going to take a sip of coffee. Alright, these spells, where is my spell factory? Here we go. If we look at the spells, you can see the new levels there. Notice there are no new spells coming to Clash of Clans in this update. The lightning spell, information, damage type, area splash, housing space 2, brewing time 6 minutes, and targets anything. The heal spell, total heal 1800, areas splash, housing space is 2, brewing time is 6 minutes, ground and air. I missed something with that one. Damage, total damage for the lightning is 660. If we're talking about the rage spell, we got the damage increase of 170% and damage and speed increase is 28. Takes 6 minutes and 2 housing space. We have the jump spell. 60 seconds this jump spell is going to last at level 3. And the it's still 2 housing space and takes 6 minutes to cook itself up. Now, we have 2 spells that had major changes. One being the freeze spell, level 7, and it's a 5.5 second duration for a max level Town Hall 12, level 7, freeze spell, housing space 1, brewing time 3 minutes, it freezes ground and air. This one's going to be back in the meta, guys. You just watch. Now we have the clone spell. This used to be a 4 camp space spell, but now it is down to 3 housing space. Clone capacity is 30. It's area splash, 9 minutes to cook it up, ground and air. I think we could see that one around again a little bit more too, especially with those Laloon attacks, guys. Look at the poison spell. Looks like a level 5, 220 damage per second, speed decreased by 40%, and attack rate decreased by 55%, really slowing down those enemies. Earthquake spell, damage 25%, 3-minute brewing time, housing space 1, same old stuff. The haste spell, speed increased by 46, spell duration 25 seconds, housing space 1, brewing time 3 minutes, again still targeting air and ground. And finally we have the skeleton spell, skelly count 30, and it's still 1 housing space, ground targets, and brewing time is 3 minutes. So those are all the troops and everything that's coming to the game. I have one more attack to share with you guys. This one again against my boy Duke, and I went in with a Laloon, and I can't say I did a really good job on this one, but you will get to see the siege, the battle blimp go in. And I accidentally had my Grand Warden on ground, so he didn't go in with my Laloon attack. Look at those red balloons, guys. And there goes my battle blimp into the battle right here. Gonna do its thing. Grand Warden's ability was used, although it couldn't follow those balloons. That's the only reason I failed this attack. Maybe. And check out those Valkyries. They popped out of there. They are spinning down on that Town Hall. Not quite taking it down, but the balloons are going to finish it up. And balloons are going to push through the base pretty nicely here. That Eagle Artillery goes down. King is still running himself around the base. Actually, it looked pretty good right now, but that Inferno Tower is where I got messed up right here, guys. I do have one more rage spell, but they were still just not quick enough. I really needed another heal spell to keep them alive just through that Inferno Tower. But really, guys, you know, these are just quick attacks, just testing things out so I can have footage to show you guys so you can see these troops in action and to just, you know, just to have fun with it. So obviously, if you take more time, plan out your attacks a lot better than I did, and don't just spam things in, you're going to see that these attack strategies with these troop levels are going to do pretty well. Again, this is a dip because all the defenses are at Town Hall 10, Town Hall 11, max Town Hall 11. So, worth just noting that. But still, guys, you got to see them in action to see how well they hold up, and just was a lot of fun. So that's all the stuff, all the information that we have for you guys today. Let's close it out looking at these heroes right here. Let me know what you guys think about all the changes coming here in Clash of Clans. I want to know your thoughts on hero levels, spells, and their levels. And I want to hear you guys tell me what you think about the new levels of troops. What's going to be OP? What's going to be too weak? Is the freeze spell going to be back in the meta? Is the clone spell going to be used in Laloon at Town Hall 11 and Town Hall 12? Are we going to start seeing the miners being used in war, pulling off triples? I'm really excited to see all this stuff, guys. I hope that you're excited too, and if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because I'm bringing you all of the sneak peeks and update information first right here on my channel, along with all my buddies that are also part of Supercell's little team here that gets this information and our hands on it first, which is really a great thing. So thanks so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you could subscribe, you could throw a thumbs up, you could leave a comment below, or you could find me on Discord or Twitter and we can talk over there as well, guys. Thanks so much. It's been fun. I'll see all you guys later on today with another Clash of Clans video. Until then, be good.